You're the devil, are ya? Why are you? Anyway, so, okay, have you noticed there's something missing from my system? What could it be? What could it be, I wonder? What is it? Where's my subwoofer gone? Okay, so I've got rid of my subwoofer. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need a subwoofer for music. Da da da. I'll probably have a lynch mob coming to my house in a second. Hang on, what's that noise? Ooh, I better turn off the lights and lock the door. Anyway, so, and look, hear me out, okay? Now, I initially had an AV receiver, a decent one. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't like top spec, but it was a mid-range one. Good sound on it. It was a Yamaha, and I had a subwoofer with that and the tower speakers, and that was good for movies and things, and it was pretty okay for music. But I was using the amp more for playing music than I was for watching movies. About 90% of the time, I'm using it for music. So I decided, look, I'm going to sell this amp and buy myself a more musical amp. So I bought the Marantz PM 6007, which I'll put a link up here and in the description below if you want to see the review on that. Good amplifier. And what I found is that the bass on it is extremely good. Very tight, very sort of precise bass. That's the only way I can describe it. It's not a boomy bass, very precise bass. And it's got a socket on the back for a subwoofer. So I connected my subwoofer up as well as my floor standers here. And the bass was just too much. And I was like, oh, it's ruining the music. I just don't like it. So I tried everything. I messed about with the crossover, the volume, the phase, and I just couldn't get it right. To the point where the subwoofer was so quiet, it was pointless having it on. I just may as well turn it off. So I ended up turning it off. And I was like, what's the point in keeping it? It's just taking up space. I don't need it. So I sold it. Got some extra cash towards my amp. Boom. Okay. Now, if you think about it, okay, when you're listening to music, do you ever think about what the frequency responses of the instruments that's being played is? Okay, well, I looked it up. Okay, so a bass guitar, dum 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 dum, okay, is a frequency response of it goes down to about 50 to 60 hertz. Okay, a kick drum, bass drum, boom boom, that's about 50 hertz, around about there, and an electronic bass drum is around about 40 hertz. So why do you need a subwoofer that goes down to 20? What's the point? If I've got decent floor standers with 6.5-inch drivers and a bass port that go down to about 40 hertz, that's as far as I want it to go really for music. I don't want it any further than that. Now the trouble is that manufacturers of speakers and hi-fi equipment, they want you to buy more equipment. It's in their interest for you to buy more stuff, so they want you to buy their subwoofers. So when you read a lot of these articles written by people who work for these hi-fi companies, tell you need a subwoofer for music, or you must have one. Not always the case. Look, if you've got some bookshelf speakers and their frequency response goes down to about 50 to 60 hertz, then yeah, you can get a subwoofer and stick them with it. That'll give you that extra bass to go down to 40 hertz. But if you've got, again, good tower speakers, there's really no need. There's really no need, not for music, okay, in my opinion. Look, for movies and things like that, yeah, you're going to need them for the gun, you know, and the explosion, the car crashes. A subwoofer is great for that. But when you're listening to music, I think it just ruins it. It muddies the water. Didn't like it at all. You know, I know there's some of you out there, and you know who you are, okay? You're the guys who spent more on your music system in your car than the car actually costs, okay? You can't get any shopping in the boot because it's a huge subwoofer in there. You know who you are. So what you've got to do is, right, you've got to untrain your hearing, okay? Disconnect, just try it, okay? If you've got a decent pair of floor standers, disconnect your sub or turn it off, okay? Lower the bass down on your amp and just listen to that music like that for a couple of days, okay? Then put the bass back to normal again, right, into the center or pure direct, whatever you want to do. And then listen to your music and see if you notice a difference. And to me, the music sounds so much better, so more, because if you've got all that really huge bass, the rumbling bass all the time, you're really covering up the mids and the highs, the voices and the vocals, and that bass is coming, taking it all up front. So you're ruining your musical experience, in my opinion. But look, it is what it is. Do I think you need a subwoofer? No, I don't. For music, just to be specific, for music with good tower speakers. Okay, that's just a little video today. Do you need a subwoofer? Not always. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.